And voice is audible? Okay. So few students have their doubts from miscellaneous exercise. Question number 4. Yeah. If the different permutations of all the letters of the word examination are listed as in a dictionary, how many words are there in this list before the first word E? So before we start with E, how many letters will be there? So let me write here examination, which I have. Okay. Now before E, if I want to start, what are the alphabet for E? I have A, B, C, and D. These are the letters we'll start with A, B, C, D before E. So in the given examination word, we don't have the words B, C, D. Okay, we have only the word A. One, and here another second time A is coming. So we have two A's. Now that means before E, I have the words just starting with A. So how many letters are there in the examination? 4, 4, 8, plus 3, 11. So 11 letters are there in the examination word. Just a minute. Okay. So 11 letters are there. Let me put hyphens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So my condition is the first letter has to start with A. Then only I'll get the alphabets A, B, C, D also there in the examination word. Then I have to find letters starting with A. How many words are will be possible? Then the number of words starting with B, number of words starting with C, similarly with D, and so on. Okay, now the letters has to start with A, so I keep A here. Out of 11 positions, letters in the examination word, out of 11, one position, first position is occupied by A. Remaining 10 positions are there. Out of remaining 10 position, I left out with 10 more letters, including one extra A also. There are two A's. Out of those two, I can keep any one of them here. Other A can be come anywhere. So 10 words can be arranged in 10 factorial ways. So here what we do is 10 words can be arranged in 10 places, 10 factorial ways. But in those 10 factorial also, is there any letters are repeating? Here I'll put 10 factorial on. What are the words are repeating here? I is repeating. Anything else? You cannot say A is repeating. These two A's, one A is occupying this place. Okay. So I'm not going to consider as A is repeating here. I think only I is repeating, right? Examination. N is also repeating. So I is repeating twice. 2 factorial into N is repeating. So again 2 factorial. So these many words will come which are starting with A. After that, it has to start with B, C, D, but we don't have alphabets B, C, D in the word examination, so we don't need to bother about B, C, and D. We have to think about A only. These many numbers are starting with A. After these words are completed, if you simplify the number of words, you'll come to know. After the simplification is done, then the next word is going to E. So that is examination. Not examination word, but the word. Okay. About the fourth question. Next one they ask for. Okay. Next they ask for the 10th question. From a class of 25 students, 10 are to be chosen for an excursion party. There are 3 students who decided that all of them will join or none of them will join. Either all three will go or none of them will go. Generally, you do as a friends. So they also may be good friends. In how many ways can the excursion party be chosen? Okay. So if I include those three compulsory, then how many ways excursion arrangements? And if I exclude those three, how many ways I can do the picnic or excursion for them? So this is miscellaneous example 10. So first question, how many are there? 25 students are there. Out of these 25 students, I have to choose 10 students for the excursion. That is the given letter. What happened? Three students, first case I'll go for. We are including those three also. So out of 25 students, the question is out of 25 students, I have to take only 10 students. And among those 10 students also, three are fixed. So these three students can be done in only one way because just tell them that you're coming to the excursion. So that can be done in only one because that is for sure. These students are coming to the excursion. So this can be done in only one way. Now out of 10, three are already selected in one way. How many more are left? Seven more students are left. Out of 25 also, three are already selected. So how many more are left to be selected? Out of 22 children, I have to select only 7 more. Is that clear? So it can be done in 22C7. So I can do it in 22C7 ways. Why I am doing 22C ways? Out of 25, I require 10, but 3 must be in the group. So if 3 must be in the group means 3 already selected. So remaining students are 22 students are remaining from the total and 7 more students to be selected. So that's why it will be 22C7. When there are 3 already in, so I have to exclude those. I mean, that can be done in only one way. Now, second question is if they don't come to the party outside excursion. So 3 are from the excursion. So if 3 are not coming to the excursion, how many more students I have to be selected? 22 students are I have left out. Remaining 22 students, I have to select 10 students because 3 are not coming. So out of 25, 3 will be out from the selection process. So how many are left out? 22 only left out. Out of 22, I have to select 10. So it can be done in 22C 10 ways. So second question answer will be 22C 10. The difference is clear if I include them or exclude them. Okay. Now Muhammad said which question? Example 23. Okay, let me see. Is it miscellaneous example or? Yeah, this is 24. This is 23. Yeah. How many numbers greater than, I think this is 10 lakh. Yeah, 10 lakh can be formed by using the digits 1202420. These many digits you have to use to get the numbers which is greater than 10 lakh. Okay, so here is the question starts. Since 10 lakh, acha, I'll go to the alternative method. It will be easy to understand for you. There are seven digits arrangements. Okay, in 10 lakh. Okay, let me write here. What are the digits are given? Let me note down the digits. 1202424. This is example 23. 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2, 4. 4, 2, 4. You have to make a 7-digit number. 1, 7-digit number. Out of this 7-digit number, all the digits must be greater than 10 lakh. So what I do is, uh, here 7 places are there, and I can keep 7 digits. In how many ways I can arrange them? So here is the answer: 7 places, 7 digits. How many ways we can do is 7 factorial upon 7 factorial. See, this is arrangement. We are making the numbers. Okay, we are not selecting the numbers from 1, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2, 4. So that's why I'm using the permutation here, not the combination. Now 7 factorial upon. Why I'm putting upon? Because there is a repetition of numbers. 2 is repeating thrice. It will be 3 factorial multiply by, sorry, multiply by, I think 4 is also repeating twice. It will be 2 factorial. So all the 7 digits I am arranging in 7 places. But the problem comes here, is this every number is greater than 10 lakh or not? Obviously no, because I am arranging 7 digits in 7 places. So there might be some numbers whose first digit will be 0. Okay, in the 10th lakh position will be 0 also, because I am arranging all the 7 digits in 7 places. That means any number can be at any place. So in that case, 0 also can be in the first place. I am talking about the first place, this one. If 0 is in this place, then that number cannot be greater than 10 lakh. So what I have to do is, from the total arrangements, I have to subtract those numbers which are starting from 0. So how do I find the numbers are starting from 0? So numbers are starting from 0 means a 0 will take place here. The position of 0 is fixed. Now how many more position will be left out? 6 more places will be left out. So if 6 more places are left out, means that can be done in 6 factorial. It can be done in 6 factorial upon, and still 3 twos will repeat, and 4 twos also, sorry, 2 fours also will repeat. So the denominator is going to be same. 3 factorial into 2 factorial. So simplify this one, whatever you get the answer, that will be the final answer. This is one way of solving the question. That's what they are given as a alternative method here. Okay, I think here they are given this 2 factorial into 2 factorial, so this is going to be wrong. Actually this should be 3 factorial. Actually not this one, sorry. What is the alternative method? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, 7 factorial upon 3 factorial into 2 factorial, it is 420. 6 factorial upon 3 factorial into 2 factorial, which is 60. So 420 minus 60 is 360. So you can make 360 numbers which are greater than 10 lakh using the given digits. Is that clear now? Second. So that is only. If you want to discuss, if you want to say about the another method, alternate before the method, what they have done is they have done it individually. The numbers are starting from 1, the number starts from 2, the number starts from 4. Then they added all the options. But instead of that, I have done is total number of arrangements minus the numbers starting from 0. So those things are excluded so that you get the answer. Any other questions? Anyone has any other questions? Yes, students? Any other students will have any other doubts from miscellaneous exercise or examples or previous exercise questions? No one? At least you can type if you feel shy to speak. No doubt? Then I have doubts. If nobody has doubts, then I have few doubts. You will clarify me. Okay. Next, there is, I think, example 24. Everybody got it? This is a little bit different what we discussed. In how many ways 5 girls and 3 boys be seated in a row so that no 2 boys are together? 5 girls and 3 boys. 5 girls and 3 boys. How can they sit so that no boys come together? No boys means a boy and boy should not sit together. So what I have to do in that case is I arrange the girl's position first. Girl, girl. So 5 girls are arranged in 5 places. So this can be done in 5 factorial because I can interchange the position of the girls. First place of the girl can be 5 options. Any of out of 5, any girl can sit. Second place will have 4 options. Third place will have 3. Here 2 options and here 1 option. So it will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is 5 factorial. Now to arrange the boys such a way that no 2 boys come together. So the only way I can arrange the boys is make them sit between the girls. Okay, so that boy, girl, boy, girl. Girls can be together, no problem, but boys cannot be together. So the position of the boys will be here you can keep the boy, or here you can arrange the boy, or here, or here, or maybe you can keep here because they are not sitting in the circular way. So you can arrange them in the starting or in. So how many positions are there for boy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions are there for boys, but we have only 3 boys. So which can be done in, this is arrangement or selection? Yes, this is arrangement or selection. I am arranging the boys or I am selecting the boys. It is arrangement. So I have to go for permutation. So my final answer is going to be 5 factorial. 5 factorial is for 5 girls. Can be arranged in 5 factorial ways. Multiply by. Why I am using the multiplication symbol? Because of and. I have to arrange the girls and boys, not any one of them. Either arrange the boys or arrange the girls. That's not the question. I have to arrange both boys and girls. So it is going to be 6 places are possible for boys. So that is 6, 3, and I have only 3 boys. 3 boys to be arranged in 6 places. So it can be done 6p3. As I am arranging the only 3 boys, so that means, for example, 1, 2, 3. I arrange the boys in these places. Let me delete the other possibilities. This is one of my arrangement: boy, girl, boy. So then 3 girls are coming together. There is no issue. They have to. Because the strength of the boys is less, so the girl has to come together. So there might be some questions as you solve in the exercises. No 2 girls can come together. Such type of questions will come to me. Is there any other questions which you have doubt in this permutation, or can I go to the next chapter? Yes, students. If you are not yet started, then you solve it. Then whenever you get the doubt, you can remind me in the next class. So we will discuss the doubts. Is that okay? Okay. I'm sure that most of you are not started this exercise. So better you start it. As you get the doubts, let me know. We'll discuss in the next class. So this is all about your permutation. It's just analyzing or expanding your thinking level. How point to point you can think of the things. This whole chapter is about that only. So next one is we sequence and series. In this chapter sequence and series, we have arithmetic progression, progression and few formulas on sum of n terms, sum of n square of the terms, sum of cube of the terms, few terms are there. So sequence is the which we discussed in AP. They follow the particular pattern. And we discussed in class and arithmetic progression. We studied two formulas. One is nth term formula and another one is sum of n terms. Can you recall the formula? Nth term formula is an equals to I think a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the nth term formula. If you want Sn formula, we discuss Sn formula as there are two formulas we discussed. I think I know the last term. Sn equals to n by 2a plus n minus 1 into d. 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula which we discussed. You know, a, n and d value, or another formula also I think we discussed, which is n upon 2 into, and I know the last term of the AP, it is I think a plus L. These are the formulas which we discussed in class 10. Is binomial theorem is deleted? Yes. But we'll discuss once we finish the syllabus, we'll back to that binomial theorem, mathematical induction. These two things will come back. Okay. The whole chapter is deleted, these two chapters. But we are going to do one project based on the binomial theorem also. So don't worry. Now, what is the sequence and what is the series? For example, if I take any logical, let me take the number, maybe uh, and let 26, 37. Can you tell me what is the logic I am following here? This is one of the sequence because it follows certain pattern. You find out what is the pattern I am using here. Okay, this is the sequence. Here also I am following the logical pattern. But if I take some number, for example, 1, 6, 3, 2, 8. So this cannot be a sequence because we are not following any logical pattern. There is no logic, just I have typed the random numbers in the third one. So this cannot be a sequence. So first two things we can say they are sequence. Let me see if somebody has given the adding odd numbers 3 plus 5. Which one you are talking? Adding consecutive numbers. This one, 1 plus 1. But how do I get 5? Not adding odd numbers. Consecutive odd numbers also will not follow. The odd number is added to each of them. 2 plus 3 is 5. But here you are adding 2 plus 3. Then you are adding 5 plus 5. How it will be a logic? Then next number will be, okay, 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Then how 17? So there should be a logic on numbers which you are taking here. So it's simple. 1 square plus 1 is 2. 2 square plus 1. 3 square plus 1. 4 square plus 1. 5 square plus 1. 6 square plus 1. So square of a number plus 1. That will come. And here it is 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. So whatever the number I am getting, I am adding the next number. 4 plus 2, sorry, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 5, 17, then 17 plus 6, 23, 23 plus 7, 30. So whatever the number I am getting, I am adding to the next integer. So we are getting that sequence. And here I am putting the randomly. So it can be a sequence. A sequence is the one which follows a certain pattern. If I want to get the next number, I must be able to get the next number. What is the next number? 6 square, 7 square is 49. 49 plus 1 is 50. So I can get it. Even here also I can get the next number. Okay, 17 plus 6, 23. Then 23 plus 7, 30. So I can get. But here if you ask me what is my next number, so I may not be able to give you. Okay. So these are called the sequence. In these sequences, there are here I followed the different logic. The second one I followed the different logic. If I go to the next one, this we already knew the logic we are using. 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 3 15, and so on. So this is by adding a constant number. If it's the present number, I will get the next number. Like 3 plus 3 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. So I'm adding the constant number, which is 3. So I'm getting the sequence. So this particular type of sequences, by adding the fixed number, that fixed number can be a positive, or it can be a negative, or it can be a 0. So even I can take this way also. For example, if I take my fixed number, I am adding to the number is 0. 4 plus 0 is 0. Again, 4 plus 0 is 0. So my fixed number, this is a constant sequence. Or it can be a negative sequence also. Maybe I'll take, for example, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, and so on. So this is also 0. So in all these three examples, a constant number is added or a constant number is subtracted. In the first case 3, second case 0, fourth case it will be minus 1, the constant number. So these numbers we studied, we call this type of sequences are arithmetic progression, AP. But the first two sequences are not an AP sequence. Okay. So we are going to study about only this particular. I think everybody remember how to find, for example, A is given, D is given. If you want to find the fifth term, that A5 value, which is A plus 4D, you know how to find all those things. Hope everybody remembered, right? Yeah. Just now we finished the board exam, so we remember. So like this, we can have a certain number of sequences with different logics it follows, depending on the AP or depending on the sequence. Now, what is the series is? The series is obtained from the terms of the sequence just by adding the terms of the sequence, like 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 17 plus 26, then plus, and so on. So this is the series of the first sequence. By adding the terms of the sequence, you will get the series. Here I can get 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 12 plus 17 plus, and so on. That is another series. Okay. So for example, if I take some of the natural numbers like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus, and so on, till I take n. So I can use the sum notation, because every time to write each like this way, it will be difficult. What we do is we introduce few notations. Let me find out here. Here it is. This we call as sigma, this symbol, capital sigma. There is a small sigma also. We don't require now. Maybe in the physics we use that small sigma. I'll put here I equals to 1 to n. I'll put I. So what do you mean by this symbol is sigma stands for addition. Whenever I use the word sigma, that stands for addition. I value takes from 1 to n. If you are a computer student, you might have studied in the programming. I equals to 1 to n. That means I value will be 1. Here I substitute I value because here I have I only, so I because of sigma. Okay, equals to first I value is 1, so I'll put 1. That's because of the sigma. Then I value will become 2, and I'll put sigma. So before I take the next I value, I have to put the plus sign. Next I value is 3, I'll put plus. Next I value is 4, I'll put plus. It will go. Till where I have to go? Till the top number. For example, if I give you instead of n here, if I give you 10, I equals to 1 to 10. So I have to stop at 10. I cannot go more than 10. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus till I reach 10. If here it is taking 100, then I have to stop here at 100. I have to go from 1 to 100. So this is the simplest way of notation for the expansion, something like this. So if I have, for example, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square till n square, if that is the question, so how can I represent in the sigma notation? It is also very simple. I have 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, 1. Then how do I represent that one? Because of the square is there, so here I will get I square. So this is also that category which is equals to first I will be substituted as 1. So I will get it as 1 square. Copy this one. This will be 1 square. Yes. Then I will be 2 because I value is changing, so I have to put plus sign. So it will be 2 square. Then I value will be 3. So it will be 3 square. Then I have to go and so on. So I have taken I equals to 1 to 10. So it will be 10 square. So this is how you will summation symbol. Is that clear? How do we use the summation symbol? Okay, good. So next we have sequence and series. So like here, first exercise you can easily solve, very easy. Like write the first 3 letters in each of the following sequences defined by the following. An equals to 2n plus 1. Okay, let me write the example here. An equals to 2n plus 1. Symbol. So can you find out A1, A2, A3 value? N equals to 2n plus 1. This is what they are given as An value. So I have to find A1, A2, A3. First 3 terms only. First 3 terms of the sequence. So it's simple. Substitute n equals to 1, then substitute n equals to 2, then substitute n equals to 3. Let me save summary. If I substitute n equals to 1, what you get? A1 equals to 2 into 1 plus 1, which will be Ravan Kumar sir, I will be always 1. Now, depending on the sequence or series, I can start from 0 also. I equals to 0 to 10, I equals to 1 to 10, or it can start, depending on the sequence or series, it can start from any number. Mostly it will start from 1, 99%. Yeah. So when I take n equals to 1, so I'm going to get A1 value as 2 into 1 plus 1, which is equals to 3. So find A2, A3 values. A2 means n equals to 2. So it will be 5. 2 to is 4 plus 1, it is 5. Then A3 value is 2 3 is 6 plus 1, 7. So 3, 5, 7. These are the first 3 terms of the sequence. Okay. Similarly, second example is given. An equals to n minus 3 by 4. Or take n equals to 1, n equals to 2, n equals to 3. So then you will get the different values of A1, A2 and A3. So almost all, what is the 20th term of the sequence defined by an equals to n minus 1, 2 minus n, 3 plus n. So if I want 20th term, that means my n value is 20. So substitute n value as 20. So this is what you get: 20 minus 1, 2 minus 20, 3 plus 20, which is 19 minus 18 into 23, which is 7,866. Now these are the little bit, not little bit, it is easy only, but a1 equals to 1 that they are given, an equals to an minus 1 plus 2 for all n greater than or equals to 2. See here, n is greater than or equals to 2, so my summation will start from 2, you can start. So let me copy this question, a1 equals to 1. A1 equals to 1, then what they are given, n equals to n minus 1 plus 2 plus 2. So this is what the question is they are given, and what they asked to find the first 5 terms of the sequence. Okay. So I have to take n values also. They are given the restriction on the n value, which is n is greater than or equals to 2. So that means I have to start taking n value greater than 2. So or equals to 2. Let me start with a2. It will be a2 equals to, that means n value equals to 2. I am substituting in this equation. If I substitute n value as 2, what you get here? You get as a 2 minus 1 plus 2, which is equals to a1 plus 2, which is equals to a1 value is given as 1, so it will be 1 plus 2, which is equals to 3. I think they are giving answers here. So we got a2 value. Now go for a3 value. We are going to get a3 value as equals to, whereas a3 value is a2 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 is 2 only, 2, which is equals to a2 value is 3 plus 2, which is equals to 5. Now I will find a4, a5 and a6. So I think I can give you the answer. My AP is coming as 1, 3, 5. So without solving, can you give me the next 4 number or 2, 3 numbers? What are the next numbers? 7, 9, 11. That's it. Okay. So it is very easy, right? Now you can see the first exercise questions. Just have a look. First 5 terms in the question number 1 to 6. You have to find the first 5 terms. In exercise 7 to 10, and the term is given. An is given, so they have to find A17, A24 in the 7th question. Just n value, you have to substitute 17 first time, 24 second time. What else you have? This 11, 12, 13 questions as we solved that just now, one example question. 14th one, Fibonacci sequence. So if you understand, solve this. Otherwise, we'll discuss about this Fibonacci sequence in next class. So these are just basic examples. In arithmetic progression, whatever we studied in class 10, to continue that one. So further little bit difficult questions will be there. Not that much difficult, but not that much easy as class 10. Okay. Chalo then.